Hola, soy Ana Peña, directora de comunicación para las Américas, y hoy estoy súper contenta de tener a Publimetro aquí para presentar el Intel Core Ultra. ¿Puedes creer que este es el procesador que hace posible el gaming más eficiente y más cool de todo el mundo? Tenemos ahora incorporadas capacidades incluso para personas que viven con una discapacidad. Si tú nunca habías visto esto, así es como se ve un chip. Esto es lo que hace posible que todo lo digital funcione, desde una lavadora, una secadora. ¿Y sabías que esto empieza siendo arena de silicio? Sí, arena de la que encuentras en una playa, que luego nosotros trabajamos para convertirla en obleas o wafers, y de ahí sacamos un montón de chips en el mundo. Entonces, es gracias a esto que tú puedes disfrutar tus videojuegos con los mayores cuadros por segundo, la temperatura más baja y el rendimiento más potente que hay hasta ahora en el mercado.
Esta nueva generación de procesador, los de Intel Core Ultra, tiene muchas ventajas sobre la versión anterior porque hay inteligencia artificial integrada y también hay muy más eficiencia energética en los procesadores. Y esto significa que los gamers ya van a tener mejores juegos, van a poder jugar mejor, con mejor performance y también con menos consumo de energía, menos barulho de las ventanas, de coolers de la computadora y también con menor consumo de energía. Otro punto muy importante es que con la inteligencia artificial integrada, con la NPU, hay un camino para el desarrollo de nuevas aplicaciones que van a mejorar ainda más los games. Entonces, aplicaciones como, por ejemplo, games donde los non-playable characters, los caracteres que la persona no juega, van a ser más inteligentes y trazer uma interação melhor com o jogador. Então, abre um caminho para a inovação em los games para o futuro também. Um outro exemplo que temos acá é um exemplo de uma aplicação que permite, por exemplo, pessoas que têm problemas de mobilidade, jogar usando gestures, movimentos da face, e com isso incluir mais pessoas no mundo do game. Okay. Usando de uma forma mais eficiente, porque este tipo de aplicação consome processamento da NPU, do núcleo de processamento de inteligência artificial do processador, e com isso o jogo não há degradação na performance do jogo. O jogo continua com uma performance muito boa, mas há este processamento adicional que é em la NPU.
So for the first time, we've introduced an NPU to the Core Ultra desktop processors that we've just launched and just announced. So the benefit of that is it brings additional AI functionality to the desktop for the first time, right? So right here is a software called XSplit VCam. It turns any webcam into AI capable ability. So you can remove the background. So I'm going to remove this and just go back to the original. So this is the normal webcam image right here. Think of it as your Teams, your Zoom, all of that functionality can be pushed off to the NPU. And the reason we did this because with the Core Ultra on the desktop processors, we're really focused on efficiency for the first time. And the NPU is really good at doing like background removal, those AI tasks, right? So as soon as I start doing a background removal, for example, so everything around me is blurred, and you can see the NPU just being completely fired up. It's being used up 80, 90%, right? So this turns into a virtual camera, so it can hook into any application you want. In this situation, we're focused on gaming here. And what happens is, when you're gaming and you're at home, you're streaming to a Twitch or whatever live stream application, you actually get some of your performance back because, we're gonna let the GPU focus on just the game. We don't want it to do anything else. Just focus on the video game, right? And you actually get some of your performance back. And that's one of the reasons why we did something like this. So that is using XSplit VCam, great for gamers and streamers that want to play games and streamers. Again, with the introduction of our Core Ultra processors, we focus a lot about efficiency on this time around. So we have two comparisons side by side here. This is actually our 14th gen, codenamed Raptor Lake, our current in market today, right? 14900K. It's got a 4080 Super GPU in there. This system here is a local OEM to South America, Brazil, called Nave. Is our new Core Ultra 9 CPU in there. Same GPU, so 4080 Super. So, right, we try to make it as identical as possible, the same. And what I have here going on is this is a game called Assassin's Creed. We have the same game running, same scene, and we're seeing just the CPU power alone. We're seeing on average about 40 to 60 watts of less power consumption, right? You get the same performance, but consume way less power. And what happens when you consume less power? A lot less noise. So you hear the system over there, whereas in this one, you do not hear it at all. It's still pumping out heat. It's still warm, but it's a lot. It doesn't have to work nearly as hard to get that performance. The final demo that I have in this room here is also an NPU demo as well. So we're showcasing a new capability with the software. So I'm going to show you real quick. There's a software called Cephable. It's designed for accessibility in mind. So think, if someone does not have, I can't use my left hand, I can only use my right hand. This allows you to use either your voice or your face gestures to control and play the game. It doesn't have to be a game. You can do Word, Excel, all these other applications. But right now, I'm just going to show it as a game. And we recently just enabled it to also use the NPU, just like the other demo you saw with the XSplit with the background removal. So what happens now, you can see this is tracking my face. And then the actions I do is actually affecting the game. So I'm going to go here and just tilt my head right, stop, tilt my head left, stop, open my mouth, it's become shoot, and then I can smile, and then it'll reload the game, right?
Okay. Do you program about your disability?
Yes, so you could program and customize it however you want. It depends on your personal profile, right? So right now, this is what I just generated for this demo, but you could do things like you could do voice and a gesture to face, and you can tell it to do something, an action based off of what you just do. You can assign macros. So it doesn't have to be just one key click. It could be like, down right, punch. It could be like a combo, like when you play fighting game, they say Hadouken, it's like it can do a fireball or something like that. So you can really customize it based on the user.
But you need a special device like the
Nope,
camera.
this is just a regular, very regular webcam. Yep.
Okay.
No special device, and then it could also use your voice. So this is a localized AI model. So what happens is, right now for demo, it's not super accurate, but the more you use it, the user use it, the more it learns to you, like how your face is, what your gestures are. So it'll improve as you go and use them.
But you can do with a previous version?
Yeah. So
but this is slower.
So yeah, this is the newest one that again uses the NPU. It's currently publicly available. You can get it today, and you can start using it. But you don't get the goodies with the NPU. And we're working with the software devs to improve it further. So the reason is because right now, even though I'm like using the face tracking, it's not using much of the NPU. It's only using 1%, right? So it's only tapping into 1% of the power that we are giving it, the NPU. So we're asking the devs like, hey, look, you guys can improve the quality of the model, accuracy. Use the NPU more, right? So right now, this is just a beta.
My name is Khoi. I'm with Intel. I'm a software technical marketing engineer. And welcome to our NDA Spaces. We're going to show you some cool Aerolec demos. First one here, we want to talk about our memory controller now on Aerolec platform can support, by default, stock is 6400 mega transfer. But what you see in this demo here, you see 4000. And because this is DDR, so it's doubling that. So we now can support 8000 mega transfer. This is stable. As you can see, we're running a game. And I want to stress, this is where we're thinking where you can get the peak performance from our platform.